Okay, now I'm on to my serious project. This is the Corvette train. I had this painted by a fellow that I traded an engine, and he painted this candy apple with silver trim and white. I'd like the white to be a little more glossy, but we had trouble with that, so we left it as sort of a flat white. But it's a passenger train, and then I have some cars that go with it that will haul a Corvette, racing Corvette. There's the Corvette and the car hauler. I like to paint that. I hate that yellow. And then somewhere around here, oh, there it is. I have a Shell car for the fuel. I know that's a little weird to have gas on a passenger train, but I figured it's a racing train, so fine. Now, we've talked about changing things and DC cans and all kinds of stuff, so this is going to maybe some of your first look at one of my truly Frankenstein engines. This is an Alco called an AB, so it looks just like this green one. It actually will be that white shell will go on here, but underneath all of that, you can see the DC can motor there, and there's another DC can motor underneath all this wiring, which has a little stripe, tiger stripe on it, and that's actually a tachometer, so that this thing has a closed loop feedback on the control. And it has reworked drives. It's American Flyer, but they've been reworked to accommodate those tach motors. And this is the controller board. The beauty of it, this controller board, it's all one piece. There's two boards, but it's just one. That's it. That's the controller and the sound unit all in one, which makes it really convenient. It requires a battery backup, and it has a really big speaker, and it also has a fan-driven smoke. Now I got to do some relocation on the smoke, but my idea is to run the smoke out the side like a side pipe of a Corvette. I know, but that's the idea. Now, this engine actually goes to sleep, it starts and stops, and it actually has trouble starting sometimes, so I'm going to go through the motions of trying to start this big V14 diesel engine. Well, we got it started. It had a little trouble, but it did start. What you'll see are these lights. I've got to determine which ones are interior and exterior lights. These green lights are running lights. They'll go in here on the car. Remember the experiment I did some time ago, but these are a lot smaller, so it should be a lot nicer looking. We also have rear lights in the rear end, and some are directional. And then we have our rear running lights, and they'll go in the back somewhere. I've got to find a spot for that. And then we have our diesel smoke, and I don't know if the smoke's on or not. It may be. I really don't know. Yeah, the smoke is on. I can see it coming out now. It also has the ability to give you some announcements. I have no idea what engine I've got in here, but that's what it is.
We'll stop at Gibbon to view the double-track coal line that turns south towards Marysville, Kansas.
See a little smoke coming.
We'll also be viewing the beginning of the triple track from Gibbon westward to North Platte.
Okay, fine. Now, we also have a bell. Well, it's disabled. I know why.
If everyone is back on board, we can depart westbound for Kearney, Cozad, and our termination at North Platte. UP 6936, this is Yardmaster. This is UP 6936, go ahead. You are clear to proceed at this time, over. You gentlemen have a safe day, over. Thank you, Yardmaster. UP 6936 out.
I hope this thing doesn't take off. It did. The headlight, the rear light came on, and the headlight came off. Okay, so now I can determine which is the headlight and tail light. That's a tail light, and that's a headlight. So I now know which is which on that, and these others are either interior or running lights. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I got that figured out. Got my smoke running. I got the idle. Now we're going to try the bell. Okay, we got a bell. Let's try the horn. I'd say we got a pretty good horn. So this engine now is wired and debugged and tuned and whatnot. Now my job today is to stuff all this crap in the right spot into this shell, and this stuff, all this crap, into this shell. That's what I'm going to try to do. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to show you. This has a coupler. It's an electronic coupler. I can actually uncouple this thing if you watch that. Do you hear that noise? That's the coupler. Here's the rear one. If I get my finger out of the way. That's that coupler. I can cut down the revs and I can raise them up. And then there's idle chat now and again, but in any case, this is all going in there. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get out of this and go to work. Bye.